With the playoffs quickly approaching, each team is under pressure, some way more than others. So in this video, we'll be grading the pressure for the Eastern Conference playoff teams on a scale of 1 to 10, but let's not waste any more time and dive right in. Starting off with the Cavs, I will say the pressure is an 8 out of 10 because people thought they would be good, but not this good. Everything has clicked for them, with the Kenny Atkinson hire being a hit, Evan Mobley taking a leap, Garland staying healthy and playing at an all-star level, Ty Jerome's emergence, getting DeAndre Hunter, who has filled in perfectly as the starting small forward. Seasons like this is where you have to capitalize and make a deep playoff run. You're going to lose a key piece in Ty Jerome this offseason. Then they will just have to run it back with mainly the same team, but it's not guaranteed they can have a season as dominant as this one. Now with the Celtics, I will say it's an 8 out of 10 because they just won the finals last year, but some people question how valid that ring is. Some people doubt they can get out of the East again while having to face better competition. This current core for the Celtics might only have a few chances left. They have a new owner and this roster is expensive. And this new owner might not be willing to pay all that luxury tax to keep the team together. So we could see Porzingis and Drew Holiday traded, or they let Porzingis walk next offseason because of his injury problems. Guys like Drew Holiday and Al Horford are in the latter stages of their career, and while they look fine now, Father Time waits for no man. So they have to take advantage of this window because after 2026, the Celtics could look different outside of Tatum, Brown, and Derek White. For the Knicks, I would say a 9 out of 10 because while the NBA community doesn't think they have a real shot of winning the finals, yet the trades they made this offseason says otherwise. They went all in to make this roster, and how it's currently constructed is still not good enough. While they have a very good starting five, when you look at their bench, it's like,
I mean, it's alright, like...
I trust McBride and Mitchell Robinson to a certain extent because of his injury problems, but you need a stronger 7 or 8 man rotation than this in the postseason. And if the Knicks lose in the second round like we expect, where do they go from here to be a legit contender, outside of just running it back and hoping for luck to be on their side? Going to the Pacers, I will say it's a 7 out of 10, while everyone understands they benefited last year from injury luck to make the conference finals. It's now year 2 of the Halliburton and Siakam duo, and making at least the second round and putting up a good fight against the Cavs should be expected. So it shows, hey, they had help last year, but that run wasn't completely a fluke and they aren't the 2021 Hawks. They do have to make a big decision on Bennedict Mathurin soon, and he often feels like the odd man out. So if the Pacers decide they want to get another legit piece this offseason, Bennedict Mathurin, Obi Toppin, and maybe Jarris Walker could be the trade package to get that piece. Going to the Bucks, it has to be a 10 out of 10. This year they were supposed to get on track with Dame and Giannis in year 2. Instead, they've been disappointing. While Dame may come back from his blood clots, but him coming back and being his regular self immediately in the playoffs, I doubt it. And if Dame doesn't come back, this team is a first round exit. They go into this offseason with no assets to make this roster a contender. Giannis hasn't shied away from making comments in the media saying how he wants to stay in Milwaukee, but if they're not good enough to win, he will go somewhere else.
You know, I'm a Milwaukee Buck, but most importantly, I'm a winner. I want to win. And I have to do whatever it takes for me to win. And if there's a better situation for me to win the Larry O'Brien, I have to take that better situation.
So a Giannis trade request is definitely on the table, and if that happens, which to be honest is very likely, the Bucks are screwed. Now, before we get into the rest of the video, I would appreciate it if you could like the video, as it helps the video perform better in the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. The Pistons, it's a 1 out of 10. Them being a top 6 seed makes this season a success. Anything after this is just a cherry on top. This postseason is just to see what works and what doesn't, so they know what they have to get this offseason to improve the roster around Cade. Going to the Hawks, it's a 1 out of 10. It's not expected of them to win a playoff series, heck, even win a game. They don't have their second best player in Jalen Johnson. The Hawks just put up a good fight, that'll be enough, and in the past, I've been very critical of them and said Trey will request a trade, but I've come around to the roster construction and like the archetypes of players they're putting next to Trae Young. Now, the Magic, it's also a 1 out of 10. While they are good defensively, they just don't have the outside shooting to compete in the playoffs. playoffs. They're going to lose in the first round, which is fine, but the focus of this offseason is bringing as much outside shooting as possible. Maybe that's trading for Anthony Simons this offseason, which is something they should try to do. I'm just saying. Lastly, with the Bulls, it's also 1 out of 10. While they have been playing good as of late, nobody expects them to do more than losing the play-in. It's just good that they're no longer a old playing team, but a young and fun playing team with some upside for the future. I appreciate you watching the video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Let me know in the comments, do you agree with the grades I said? And if you don't, which grades would you change? See you on the next one.